Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video of Road to 2000 Elo. I don't have much of an introduction. Let's just get into the game, Let's just get into the game. We're closing in on day 10, I hope. I hope that means that I'm not really sure whether today is day 10 or we're close. I don't think today's day 10 though. Knight f3, e3, just like our usual London. Maybe I could have played a Queen's Gambit to just show you. But next time I will. Next time. Maybe next time I will do that. Sure. C6, I really, not f3. Okay. Knight a6. You're not really supposed to do that. You're supposed to develop the bishop and put the knight here. C3. Now at knight b4 is stopped. Now e3, bishop d3, knight d2, queen b3, and guys, I'm sorry if the video is blurry. I think it is blurry. I know that. I just don't know what to do. I have to figure out a way to do something with the video. I maybe have to just, I maybe just have to get a new recording. Recording, I don't know. Recording what? Recording what? What do they call them? Recording website? I don't know. Let's just say recording website. Sorry about that edit there. Alright, G4. Interesting. Okay, I could go back to G1 and play like F3. And also I'm attacking this pawn. Kind of. Knight H5 looks good. Actually, Knight H5 looks really good. I'm not even gonna lie. Knight G6 is something to look out for. Now, I'm not really attacking this pawn because the bishop protects it. I could play Knight F5 or Knight G6. H3 first though. So now I'm removing this pawn to go like, oh, not like that. That's illegal. Queen H5 and then King D7 and then something like that. Okay. H5 is interesting. That is definitely interesting. And then maybe we just have to play F3. Notice that my opponent's doing a great job with this. No, really, seriously. My opponent's doing a great job at keeping the tension. I might just have to play E5 at some point. But I just don't know when. F3. Queen F3. Bring out the queen. Or I could bring out this knight. But if I bring this knight back, obviously my rook gets taken. So I could bring my queen out or my knight. I prefer my queen out a little bit more. You know. I just do. Pawn takes. We're opening up the position a little bit. Now bishop e2. I was expecting all of this. Okay. Yeah, my opponent's actually doing not a bad. It's not actually that terrible as far as I know. There is knight to f5. Takes. Knight f5. Knight f5. Oh my gosh. Knight to f5. Takes. Oh, my mouse. Here. Bishop check. But moving the king, is it worth it losing a pawn? Or do we go here first? Let's go here first. My bishop's hanging at the end of the sequence. Or you take with the knight. Oh, he's threatening knight e3. Knight e3, queen f3, knight c2. Knight c2 comes with a devastating attack, so I gotta stop that. The queen e2. My opponent's still doing a great job with maintaining the tension. He wants to get taken like this to bring out either his knight or to open up the c file. Oh my gosh, my opponent's actually kind of good player, I think. Knight e3 doesn't work because of queen e3 and I defend the bishop. And also I can take here, which is a... No, that doesn't work because of knight c2 check. Oh wait, that actually does, because the queen would be hanging, and if I move king d1, the knight would be hanging. Oh, that it does work. Okay. Very nice. Bishop h6. Okay. I don't know what that does. I don't know what that does, but I assume that does something. Knight f5. I'm attacking the bishop. Bishop takes. Alright, knight to f5 doesn't look bad at all to me. Actually threatening the bishop because the knight, I also attack it with the rook, which he opened up right here when I took with the pawn, like this. Alright. Now I'm attacking the bishop, like I said. I also want a long castle and bring the other rook to the h file. And just like come over there, you know. Alright, that is exactly what I was expecting because most players do that. For some reason. I don't know why. So I'm just thinking like, oh, knight f2 doesn't work. Okay. Knight to h2. Knight h6. Pawn. Oh, I miscalculated. Oh, I forgot about that. Gosh. I forgot he could take the pawn. No. Alright, queen f4, I guess. We're attacking the knight. And we're kind of pressuring this knight. e3. Wait, that just saying so. Oh my gosh, my opponent's taking a huge risk, but does it work? No, it doesn't. Queen. Did my opponent just blunder this, or did I blunder something? Did I blunder, or did my opponent blunder? I'm not really sure at this point. Knight to f2, rook h7, and who's gonna stop all this attack? No, seriously, who's going to? That is exactly what I was expecting, but rook h2, knight d3, king e2, knight b2. Let's just go rook here. I mean, I could have taken this pawn too. Oh wait, why did I? Oh, I could have taken the pawn. I could have. Now knight takes b2, of course. I expect. If they don't play knight takes b2, I don't know what they're doing. And knight takes b2 doesn't blunder a checkmate. So rook e7, obviously. King f8, only legal move. Oh, my opponent, he blundered. Didn't he? Just e2. Okay, that is exactly what you're relying on. But you have other stuff to deal with. Now bishop d6. Now rook e2 is a threat, which is a discovered attack on the rook and the king. Oh my gosh, my arrows are terrible. I could just play rook g7 and trade, because I'm up 2 pieces. Or boom. That's how you do it. Now we're just up 2 pieces, and I don't know how my opponent's gonna win, unless a magician appears. All right, that was exactly what I was expecting, and I could just go king d3. I should have went king d2, and then rook e1. So yeah, still make mistakes, but fine. It's not the dumbest mistake in the world. Bishop here. I'm threatening knight d6 fork. All right, my opponent played good, but he just took lots of risk. That's how I could explain it. My opponent just took lots of risk. Pawn is hanging, rook b8 walks into a discovered attack, but that doesn't really do anything, basically. It really doesn't. Okay, knight b7. I need to bring this rook to e1. I'm gonna do that. Boom. Now you got now you have to go rook f6, otherwise you have to trade. And this pawn is not gonna make it through. No chance. I can just sack this bishop at any point. This is an easy winning game. This is so simple. He's gonna come to g2, obviously. And boom. And we don't have to make a second queen. Queen g2 and then queen d2 should be checkmate. Oh, queen g2 is not even possible. What am I thinking of? Oh my gosh. Alright, knight here, and that should be checkmate. Very nice. That was our first win, and that took a long time, actually. That took like 12 minutes. Basically why my opponent lost was, he took too much risk. I mean, that's how I can basically explain it. He took, I mean, you can't really win without taking risks. I mean, computers, AIs like Stockfish, Leela, Chess, and all those people, they they won't take risks because they play the best way as possible. You know, they don't like. Oh my gosh, how do I explain this? How do I explain it? I really don't know how. I'm sorry. They don't like. How do I? They don't. They play it safe. Yeah, that's how I explain it. That's how I should explain it. They play it safe. And also, we're playing a little bit passive here, but oh god, I completely forgot about that. What am I doing? Alright, now I guess I have to go queen c6 to get the king moving. Anyways, like I was, gosh, I just lost in how much moves? 11? Okay, that's very cool. That's actually cool. So cool. I basically lost. I mean, this attack is coming forward, and I really don't know how to stop it, and I have an isolated pawn here, and the bishops are pointing right at this way, and the rooks are gonna come here, and knight f7 is a 4. That's it. That was what I was about to say. And yeah, and if I was protecting knight f7 by, like, let's say, I don't know, bishop g6, I'm guessing is the only way to protect it. Oh, not right here. Bishop g6 was the only way to protect it, or queen e8. Queen e8 actually just loses the game because of queen a8 checkmate, and I could just resign. I don't want to waste time. You can see the evaluation bar for yourself. It's +5. I had no hopes. It's already +2. You know what? I'm gonna beat this guy. You know what? He beat me. I'm gonna beat him with white. I'm accepting the rematch. We'll analyze that game later, maybe, if we have time. Alright, a G5, just a terrible move. I mean, that has to be terrible. You can't. You just let me put 3 pawns in the center, and you overextended. I should have played bishop G5. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? Why? Ugh, just why? Now G4 is actually not even that bad. Or you hang a pawn, which is interesting. Now you go knight e7 or queen c7 or queen b6 or queen a5 or f6, which I think is just bad. You can't take the pawn because of the pin. If you do take it, I'm just gonna pre-move this just in case. Yeah, he just got a crushing position right off the bat. So, I really didn't know what to do. My mind just broke. Queen b4, this is kind of infiltrating, but this has just like no threats at all. Like, at all. I just play like bishop d3. Now knight takes e5. I want to bring the knight into the center. Right, d6. Alright, that's actually not that bad. We can go knight d3. That kind of hangs a pawn. But I am attacking the queen. The queen would go to b6, in which case it will re-attack the pawn with both the bishop and the queen. And I don't have a way to protect it. So I'm going to go knight f3. That knight is protected. Everything's protected. Rook c2. I could have won bishop g5 too. Bishop g5 would have been better. I gotta stop playing fast. Oh my gosh, I'm playing so quick. I really have to stop playing fast. I really have to. Takes. Okay, takes. Oh, bishop. Oh, oh really? Oh. Well, there is. Oh wait, there is nothing. Oh wait, there is bishop d6. Right? Right? Am I wrong? Oh my god, I did not see that move. I panicked there a little bit, but okay, now we have bishop d6. This is unfortunately not spell chess. You can't jump over pieces. If you could have, that would have been checkmate. This is not spell chess. And I'm just going up a pawn. Oh my gosh, I panicked there. I literally panicked. I shouldn't have done that. That was not smart. I mean, my opponent has to take, but otherwise I would take, and then I have a pawn that has a that has a clear pathway. Well, queen d6. Queen d6, king c8, queen. No, that doesn't work. Oh my god, there is a queen here protecting. Why can't you see that? Daybreak chess. I would be happy to trade the queens because I'm just up. Oh wait, I'm not up anything. Am I? Knight f6. That what? Whoa. What is what? What? And then bishop. Oh, what is going on? Okay. Why did my opponent have to hang the knight, and now he hung the bishop too? Now bishop e7 though. Why does my opponent not see that I can just take this pawn? He can just take this pawn. Or I'm guessing he because it looks like he. What is going on? I really don't know what is going on. Check. Here, oh my, you could just take the... Why do you have to do this, Bridges? Oh my gosh. Oh, whoa! Now knight e6 is just absolutely crushing. You have to take. Oh, no. Okay, so first of all, I have knight takes f8. Second of all, I have knight c7, which is another fork. And it is almost checkmate. I wonder if I have a checkmate there. Queen here? Is there a checkmate somehow? This knight is the only defender that is like basically holding the position together. Alright, I guess I'm just gonna have to take this rook. Is there a checkmate? Look at d7. Okay. Knight takes a8. Knight. Oh, knight d3. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Knight d3 would have been crushing. Oh, knight d3. Knight to d3. And that stops the pawn. Oh my gosh. Knight d3 would have been lost. I mean, it should have been. At least I think. Knight d3. Oh. Alright, now queen e7, d7, queen e8 is game over because I promote he can take with the rook and then I make a new queen and then I'll checkmate him somehow. Rook e8, I should probably castle, by the way, because there's like stuff like bishop d2, you know. He finds knight d3 now, which is interesting. I could go hide in the corner. I mean, if I lose this game, I don't know what to tell you guys. Knight takes up to that was what I was predicting would happen. But here, I'm not taking with the king and getting my king a little bit more exposed. I want to keep my king safe at all times. 22 minutes have passed by since the video started. Okay, thank you very much. Oh, I have to analyze that. There was knight d3. There was. Queen h. There was mate. Right, there wasn't. No, decline. Queen h3. There was mate. There's literally an M on the board. I played knight e6, which looked like the most natural move. Knight c7. And then I proceeded to hang my queen. And I was actually losing. And it's not even that bad. King f1 is much more losing, apparently. You have to go king d1. Oh, that doesn't work either. King e2 is what you have to go do. So that after he takes the queen, you could play like bishop e7. And then knight c7. Oh. Bishop e7, d7, d8 is your only hope. Rook a8, and this is lost. Oh my gosh, I would have just lost the game right there. But rook a8 just lost the game. And now knight f2, and I just won. Was it better to take with the king? That wasn't. It was better to take with the rook because you're threatening like rook f5, rook g5. Which is just a sacrifice of a rook, but I get a queen immediately. Okay, that was alright, that was a little bit stressful. I got a little bit scared there, and one more game and then I'm done. We're gonna make this game quick. He's literally pre-moving. That was not what was supposed to happen. But oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Why did that happen? That was 2 mouse slips. Not 1. I was supposed to go e4. I was supposed to go knight f3, but I went f3 instead. I went... Okay, fine. We still have a better position. As far as I know. Because I have much more space. And my bishops are kind of open. And this bishop is kind of staring into a wall of pawns. And I can just immediately start an attack. I can take this bishop or come back with this bishop. Let me just come back. Maybe I'll take, oh no, I don't know. That was 2 mouse slips. I might go f4, e5. That looks like a great plan to me. b4. Now knight d7 has to happen. Or knight a6. Knight a6 I think is just bad. Okay. Now bishop b3. Reinforcing this pawn. Knight d5. Bishop d5. Queen d5. There we go. We centralize our queen at the end. Oh, that just proceeds to what? Oh, what? What the heck? Oh my gosh, these games are so weird. Oh, I forgot about this rook. Oh, I still think I'm good. Because I get, bishop c3 first. In between move. Are you joking? I should have just taken the bishop. And now I'm losing, of course. Because he can just take the bishop. Oh, why? Or he can take the pawn. Alright, these games are just super weird. Now it's the material is equal, but that's an isolated pawn, so we gotta somehow target that. But my opponent has a 2-on-1, which is good at the end game because at the end game you need to push pawns. That's what you try to do. Oh, I could have just went. Oh wait, b5. Okay, now a5, which is obviously trying to go here. Now I'm threatening a fork. I'm threatening a fork and a4. Oh, that's just a fork, though. And I open my king a little bit. Oh, queen b6. Oh, there's queen b6, but knight d5 though. Oh, there was queen b6. Oh, shoot, no. There's queen b6 at the end after bishop takes, king takes. Please don't find queen b6. You find queen g5 instead. Oh, God. Alright, f4. Attack the queen. Queen c5 now. Queen c5, knight d5, of course. Oh, that was my only chance. My king is just too weak. Now I have 2 pieces for the rook. Don't I? Yeah, I have 2 pieces for the rook. Which is not actually that terrible. But my opponent has a 2-on-1. Which is the biggest problem of your life when you're playing chess. Alright. Should I trade or should I not trade? I think trading is just bad. I think it is bad. And I need to start some sort of an attack. Oh, there's an attack. Oh, there's queen takes d5. Oh my gosh. Wait, how do I stop that? Oh, shoot. Why is this so hard? I don't want to lose a game. I don't want to. Queen c1, I should probably just trade because the queen is just too powerful. Queen c1, there's queen takes d4. First, I gotta protect the knight and then do something. Like go like queen a1 maybe first. And then rook c1 and then queen c3. Or rook d1, rook d2, rook c2. Rook e7. Interesting. Knight c6. Oh, pin. Where's the pin? I can't go knight c6 because of the pin, and knight c6 would have been a devastating fork. Unfortunately, we couldn't do it, but fine, whatever. I don't care. Queen c3. Oh, my king is a little bit too weak. It is actually super weak. King e2, queen b2, queen a2. Oh my gosh. This is about to be terrible. And these pawns are gonna ruin my life. Oh, let me play knight c6. play, knight, let me, no. Let me play knight c6. I mean, that would be up a bishop. Oh wait, queen a2 is not even a threat. Oh, queen g2 was a threat. Oh no. What am I? Oh my gosh. Alright, there's no rook sacrifices, and this is just a clean fork. Oh my gosh, queen g2 was the threat. I should have just went king g3. And then king h4. Or king... Oh... Gosh. Dang. Queen f3. Boom. Okay, that was a little bit stressful. Now my opponent's up a pawn. I mean, up 1 point of material, but I'm gonna win 2 because I trade a knight for a rook. Rook e8, rook b7, or rook b7 with this rook, or queen takes, and this is just a simply winning endgame because I'm up a bishop. I forgot that queen g2 was the threat. Oh man. Alright, now we just gotta go eat the pawns. e5. My opponent's up 2 pawns has 2 pawns for a bishop. Now I gotta win this pawn or win this pawn. Rook b6 wins this pawn for sure. If you play rook d8, you have to defend this pawn instead. That just hangs a pawn. I could go rook d6, or I could take this one, and I'm king f4. What? Okay. Right, these games are just super weird. Now rook d6, and I come back to b6 to stop the pawn, and you can't even get around to the pawn. It takes you 2 moves actually, and now I stop the pawn, and you can't. Okay, this is winning now. This is simply winning. Rook b3, and then I win. Because, oh, the a3 is actually interesting. But I just go rook a6. Yes, you have nothing here. You have absolutely nothing here. My opponent just sacrifices and lost. Alright, that was good. That was 34 minutes. I should have finished the game quicker. At least try to finish. Alright, let's analyze that game real quick. Oops. d4, c4. Yeah, there was 2 mouse slips actually. I tried to play e4 right away, but I couldn't, which was the problem, and I went e3. And then I went e4, and my opponent was just a move ahead. And then knight c5, and then b4, I kicked out the knight. Yeah, here I lost. Yeah, bishop b3 was a bad move because of the I should have known. I should have known. And knight d5 was just losing. Because knight d5, bishop e5 is losing back again. Because you could just take the rook in here. Actually, taking the rook is bad. You have to take here first. And take here. And then take here. And then this is winning, of course. And but instead my opponent lost the advantage back to me. And instead of taking the bishop, which would have been completely winning, I went here, which is not even that bad. Bishop c3. Oh god. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Holy. This is not even actually that bad because of my pieces are active, kind of. And this was just winning. Knight c6. Here I was not winning actually. I should have waited. I rushed, and then queen g5 came in, queen c5 came in, and then a4 came in, and then here there was a threat here. If I just went like here, it would have been losing. You can't actually take because of the pin. That was what I was talking about, like I said. And king f2, rook e2, queen e3, queen b2, and I completely forgot that this was not the threat, but this was the threat, and I should have just went king f3. Oh, not king f3. I should have went queen d2. That was the move to find. Okay, fine, but instead we had this instead, and yeah, you had to play rook b7 immediately. You had to play rook c7 because knight b8. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this. So the only legal move now is king d4. And what do you actually play here? What do you play, queen f2? Oh wait, that's... No, excuse me, what do you play here? It was the 33rd move. Rook b7 was losing. No, I was talking about rook c7, knight b8, and then rook c3, king d4, queen b2. Oh, this was the threat. Okay, okay, now I understand. And this is maiden one. This is maiden one. Okay, okay. Now I understand a little bit more, I understand. Okay. Okay, so that's why that was losing, and instead we had this trade, and this was winning because I got to the pawns on the right time, and then my opponent sacrificed the rook. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that was, I don't know what date today is. That was, alright, whatever date it is. Road to 2000 Elo, day 9, I'm guessing. I don't know. Alright, now get out of here. Goodbye. I don't know. Goodbye. Just leave. Just go away.